Sairam class, how are you all? I hope that you all are very fine. As you know that we are doing our chapter number 5 lines and angles, and we were in exercise 5.1. Now today we will start from question number 7, as till question number 6 we had already done. So question number 7 is, can two angles be supplementary if both of them are? The first case is acute, second case is obtuse, and the third case is right. Means two angle could be supplementary if both of them are acute. Acute means less than 90 degree. Acute means less than 90 degree. So could be it is possible to two acute angles which are less than 90 degree give a sum of 180 degree. So let's check for its answer. Since we know that acute angle is less than 90 degree, that means if we add two acute angles, the sum should be less than 90 plus 90. Means when we add 90 plus 90, it will be 180. So when we add two acute angles, the sum should be less than 180 degree. So thus two acute angles cannot form a supplementary angles. Okay, now the second case is for obtuse angles, and we know that obtuse angles are more than 90 degrees. So it is possible for two obtuse angle to form a supplementary angle. So let's see. As we know that obtuse angles are greater than 90 degrees. So when we add two obtuse angles, its sum will become more than 180. Okay. So two obtuse angle cannot be supplementary angles, because for supplementary angles we need the sum of 180. Okay. Now another part is for right angle. So we know that right angle means 90 degree. So when we add two right angles, mean 90 with 90 we get 180. And yes, this is a situation for supplementary angle. We need the sum equals to 180. So we can say that two right angles are supplementary. Okay, I hope it is very clear to you all. So let's move on to our next question. Question number 8. An angle is greater than 45 degree. Is its complementary angle is greater than 45 degree, or equal to 45 degree, or less than 45 degree? And here we have to recall that what is complementary angle. We know that complementary angles means whose sum is 90 degree. So here we have given one angle and we have to find out that its complement should be greater than 45, equal to 45, or less than 45. Okay, so let's see what should be its solution. Now here given angle is greater than 45 degree. Okay, so let we take that angle be x, and as it is greater than 45, that means x is greater than 45. Now its complementary angle we will take it as y degree. So for complementary angles we have a situation that the sum of these angles will be 90 degree. Now here according to question x is greater than 45. So let's add angle y on both the sides. Why we are adding angle y on both the sides? To make it this. When we add angle y on both sides, we will get x plus y on one side, so that we can put 90 degree in place of that. So in this, when we added angle y on both sides, so angle x plus angle y is greater than, because we have greater than sign here according to question, is greater than 45 degree plus y. Now we all know that angle x plus angle y is 90 degree as they are complementary to each other. So we can put 90 degree here according to this equation. Now this greater than sign will remain same. On the other side we have 45 degree plus y. Now we take 45 degree to the another side of greater. So it will become 90 degree minus 45 greater than y, degree y. Now 90 minus 45 will be 45, and we have final situation that 45 is greater than y degree. Means that y degree which we take as complementary for x and x is greater than 45, that y is should be smaller than 45 to get a complementary for a angle which is more than 45. Thus the required angle should be less than 45. Hope you can understand it. Let's read or see it again. We have an angle given which is greater than 45. Now the situation is we have to find such an angle, or we have to find out that its complementary whether should be less than, greater than, equal to 45. So we take a situation in which we take x as that angle which is greater than 45 and its complementary which is y. So we know that as they are complement to each other, so their sum should be 90 degree. Now we have that which is given in question that x is greater than 45. Now we are adding angle y on both the sides, so we can have x plus y and we can change it with 90 degree as we know that they are complement to each other. Now we just have to solve it as we can do in equations. We just take 45 on the another side and we get value of y should be smaller than 45. That means our answer is that required angle should be less than 45 to get complementary angle for an angle which is more than 45. Next question, in question number 9, we have given a figure and we have to answer the following questions. So the first one is angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2? Now let's first recall what are adjacent angles. So we have three situations for adjacent angle. The one is they have common vertex. Second, this is one arm should be common, and the third one is the uncommon arm should be on the either side of the common arm. So we can see here that all the three situations are justified. So we can say that yes, angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles, and reason are they have common vertex, they have common arm, mean one common arm, and non-common arms are either side of the common arm. Okay. Now second question is angle AOC is adjacent to angle AOE? So you can see here that vertex is common, one arm is common, but the third situation, which is the uncommon arm should be on the either side of the common arm, is not justifying. So our answer is no, angle AOC is not adjacent to angle AOE. Reason is OC and OE do not lie on the either side of the common arm, which is OA. Okay. Third part is do angle COE and EOD forms a linear pair. First recall what is linear pair. We know that linear pair means when we have the sum of two angles equals to 180, they are called linear pair. as well as they should be adjacent to each other. That means linear pair is a combination of adjacent angle and supplementary angle. Okay, so we can see here, yes, they are forming a straight line, and also this angle is adjacent to this one. So let's see what should be its answer. Yes, COE and EOD forms a linear pair of angle. Reason is because their uncommon arm are on the opposite side of ray. Ray means opposite side of common arm. Okay. Next question is, are BOD and DOA supplementary? Means their sum given a sum up of 180 degree. So yes, we can see that they are forming a straight line as linear pair. So let's see what should be its answer and what should be the reason. Yes, BOD and DOA are supplementary. The reason is when we add both the angles, we get a sum of 180 degree because they are forming a linear pair also. Okay. Now the next question is angle 1 is vertically opposite for angle 4? So yes, when we see this line and this line, they are intersecting each other and they are forming these two pairs of angles, in which angle 1 is vertically opposite to angle 4 and angle 5 is vertically opposite to sum of angle 1 and 3. So our answer is 1. And you can see that the another part, another question also related to the same, that what is the vertically opposite for angle 5. So we can see here vertically opposite angle for angle 5 is sum of angle 2 and angle 3. So let's see both of their answer. For fourth part, yes, angle 1 is vertically opposite to angle 4 because they are opposite angle formed by intersection of line AB and CD. And the answer of sixth part is vertically opposite of angle 5 is angle 2 plus angle 3, which is BOC. Which is BOC. Okay. I hope that question 9 is very clear to you all, and it is very interesting also. So let's move on to another question, which is question number 10. Indicate which pair of angle are vertically opposite angle. So we have to first check for such two lines which are straight, means which are forming linear pair and they are intersecting each other. So we can see here this line and this line. Okay, they are intersecting each other. So here we can see that angle 1 is vertically opposite with angle 4. Similarly, angle 5 is vertically opposite with angle 2 and the sum of angle 2 and angle 3. Okay, it is very clear that 1 is vertically opposite with angle 4 and angle 5 is vertically opposite with sum of angle 2 and 3. Okay. Now second is we have to find pair of angles which are linear pair. So for linear pair, we know that they should be adjacent and forming a supplementary angle. So here you can see that angle 1 and angle 5 are linear pair. Okay, because they both are adjacent, also they are forming complementary angles. Another pair is angle 5 with angle 4. Okay, let's see by taking this as their base. So when we see that angle 4 and angle 5, they both are adjacent and they are forming linear pair also. So they are linear pair. Okay, so these both are the example of vertically opposite angles and linear pair. So I hope that you all can do question number 10 by your own as we had discussed it. Okay, so let's move on to question number 11, which is, in the following figure, angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2? We have to answer whether angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2 or not, and we also have to give reason. Okay, now first of all recall the situations and conditions for adjacent angles. The first one is vertex should be common. Second one is one arm should be common. The third one is non-common arm should be on the either side of the common arm. Okay, so we can see here in case of angle 1 and angle 2, vertex is not common. We can see yes, one arm is common, not the non-common arm or not on the either side of the common arm. Okay, these should be your reason. So question number 11 is also your DIY, means you can do it your own self because we had discussed it. Now question number 12, we have to find the value for x, y and z in each of the following given figure. So the first one is, we just given one angle and we have to find the other three. So you can easily see that angle 55 making vertically opposite with angle x. So we know that vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. That means x have value equals to 55. Okay, and now how we can find the value for x and y? Let's see how we can solve it. So for x, we just have to write that angle x is equals to 55 because it is vertically opposite with angle 55, and we know that vertically opposite angles are equal. Now we know that angle 55 and angle y forming linear pair. You can see here angle 55 forming linear pair with angle y. So linear pair means their sum should be 180. Okay, so now you can easily find y by just taking 55 to the other side of the equal, and it will subtract with angle 180. Now let's see how we can do it. As we know that 55 and y are making linear pair, so their sum should be 180. When we take 55 to the another side and it will subtract from 180, we get 125 as value of angle y. Okay, now we know that angle y is vertically opposite for angle z. So if y has value of 125, so z will be 125 also. Okay, now its second part. The second part of question number 12, we can see that we have given two angles and we have to find the other three. So for angle x, what we can do, we know that these three are forming a straight line, means when we add them we get a sum of 180 degree. So we can easily find the value for x. So let's see how we can do it. As we know that angle y and angle 40. So let's start with angle y. They are forming straight line. So when we add them, we should have a sum of 180 degree. So we can easily find the value for angle y, just minus 40 degree with angle 180 because they are forming a straight line. So their sum should be 180 degree. So when we minus 40 with 180, we get a value for y. So you can see here we have 140 degree as y value. Now you can see in figure that angle x and angle y are vertically opposite to each other. Sorry, not y and x, z and angle 40. You can see in figure that if we take this as line and this as line, so z is forming vertically opposite angle with given 40 degree angle. So z will also become 40 degree because vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. So the value of angle z is 40 degree. Now we have to find the value for x. Now you can see here that y is making vertically opposite angle with the sum of x and 25. So y is equals to x plus 25 because they are vertically opposite angle. So when we solve it, as we have a value of y now, so when we solve this, we get our answer. You can see here that when we take 25 to the another side of the equals, we get 140 minus 25, that means 150 as value of x. So you can see here how we can easily find the value for given alphabets as with the help of the topics we had discussed in our previous class. Now next is fill in the blanks. So the first is, if two angles are complementary, then their sum is, yes, 90 degree. If two angles are supplementary, then their sum is 180 degree. Two angles forming a linear pair are, when two angles are forming linear pair, then they will be supplementary. Okay, and if two adjacent angles are supplementary, then they will become a linear pair. Okay, two adjacent angle and they are supplementary, so they are forming linear pair. Okay, hope this point is clear. These all things we are discussing from our previous class. Next one is, if two lines intersect at a point, then the vertically opposite angles are always equal. Okay. Next is, if two lines intersect at a point and if one pair of opposite angles are acute, that means acute means less than 90 degree, then the other pair of vertically opposite angle are, obviously they are obtuse. Okay, so these are your answer. You can see here. Now the next question number 14 is, in the adjacent figure we have to name the following pair of angles. The first one is obtuse vertically opposite angle. So first we have to see such two lines which are intersecting each other. Now you can see these pair of vertically opposite angles are acute, whereas these pair of vertically opposite angles are obtuse. So our answer is AOD with BOC. Okay. Now next is adjacent complementary angles. So adjacent complementary angles means, complementary means 90 degree and adjacent. So you can see here that angle EOD is complementary and BOE is also complementary, but we have to find out that such two angles which are forming complementary, so we have to focus on only this one, because in this angle and this angle are complementary and also adjacent to each other. Okay, so our answer is BOA and AOE. Now the next one is equal supplementary angle, means they are forming supplementary angles, mean the sum of 180 and they are equal. So we know that only 90 degree is equal to its supplement. So you can see here BOE is 90 degree and EOD also 90 degree, and their sum will be 180 degree. So our answer is BOE and EOD. Okay. Next one is unequal supplementary angles, means they are forming the sum of 180 degree but they are unequal to each other. So we have lots of examples. You can see here that one example is AOB with BOC. Okay. Another example is AOB with AOD. Okay. And another example is AOE with EOC. Because they all are unequal, means they are not equal to each other, but they are forming supplementary angles, means a straight line. linear pair. Next is adjacent angle that do not form a linear pair. Those are adjacent but not forming linear pairs. So we can see here that this example, in this angle is supplementary to each other, but they do not form linear pair. Okay, so you can see here the answer for question number 14. The first is about obtuse vertically opposite. So we have BOC and AOD are obtuse vertically opposite angle. Next is adjacent complementary angles. So AOB and AOE are adjacent complementary angle. You can use your book to see figure. Similarly, EOB and EOD are equal supplementary angle. EOA, EOC are unequal supplementary angle. Okay, and we have lots of example for adjacent angle. Those do not form linear pair. Okay, so class, this is it for our first exercise, and we will start our new exercise, which is 5.2, with the relative topics in our next class. Till then, thank you class.